Hello.
Hello, good afternoon or good morning.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
How are you?
Good, but today it's rainy now,
Hmm,
so a little bit chilly.
that sounds okay. Here
Mm.
it never rains. I
Huh?
mean, we have a rainy season where it
Huh?
rains plenty, but then you have very long periods of time where there is no rain. We have a
Oh,
season that is very dry right now.
oh.
It's normal.
Then how can plants survive?
Well, the plants that grow here are different to the plants that grow in South Korea.
Okay.
So,
Like
it's
cactus.
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Cacti and
Oh,
something called succulents.
okay. Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
So it's pretty normal. We have lots of little, also not plants, but an animal. We have lots of little lizards, like just this
Oh,
size.
yeah.
Um, you see them just kind of, you know,
Mm.
crawling around on the walls.
Yeah, when I went to Maldives for honeymoon,
Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
saw many lizards stick to the walls. Yeah, so I can imagine.
Where I used to live in the
Mm.
south, here in Mexico, there were really big iguanas,
Oh, mm.
really big. And some people fed them, but you had to be careful because sometimes they bite.
Oh, yeah.
So
I wanted to ask you, they bite or not?
one bit my friend, but
But
you
not
can't
that hurt?
scare them. Well, she had to put a band-aid on. She didn't have to go
Oh,
to the doctor. You just have to
oh,
clean it
yeah.
and then put a
Mm,
band-aid on.
yeah.
But yeah, you can't scare them
Mm.
because then they will react. Um, but yeah, I avoided giving them food because I just didn't
Mm.
want to scare one of them,
Mm.
and get bitten.
If the
Yeah.
lizard
Hmm.
is going to attack me,
Yeah.
can I run fast or the lizard is faster than me?
They're kind of fast.
Iguana, not lizard.
Iguana. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understood
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Um, the iguana's kind of fast. So
Mm.
I think it depends. It just depends.
Mm.
Like if you're in the middle of town and you see an iguana, then yeah, you can probably get away from it. But I remember there's this big park in the middle of the city where I lived, and with lots of trees, right?
Mm.
And there's a fence around the park.
Mm.
And I remember I was on the outside, so I was fine. But I saw an iguana, a really big one,
Mm.
and it was like
I can imagine.
sprinting. It was like
Sprinting?
sprinting back and forth. Yeah, I was like
Oh.
like that.
Yeah.
The hell is that?
Yeah.
But if you don't interact with them,
Mm.
they usually leave people alone. Yeah.
Interesting.
How have you
Ah,
been?
how I have
Oh, sorry.
yesterday
Hmm.
I walked my dogs. It
Hmm.
was really tough.
Why?
Why? I have two dogs, right?
Hmm.
And on the weekends, I usually walk my dogs with my husband. But on the week, I walk my dogs alone by myself.
Uh, hmm. Hmm. By
During the
myself.
week, I walked my dog by myself.
Mm.
Mhm. But I can't walk my dogs at the same time. Can you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, because one is so slow and one is so fast. So I can't control them. So yeah,
Can't control
and
them because they're going at different
control them.
speeds.
Yeah,
Mhm.
different speeds. So I don't know who should I follow.
Who I should follow. I don't know who I should, or who I should let uh, take the lead.
But the slower one is
Mhm.
always win because I can pull
Really?
her up, pull her forwards.
Pull her. You mean back or forward?
I mean, the faster one can wait,
Mhm.
but if I want to, I want to feed the faster one,
Mhm.
I have to pull another one, but it's impossible.
Yeah, you have to drag her along.
Oh, drag
If I
her along.
if I follow the
Faster one.
yeah, or if I go at the faster one's pace.
If I go at the faster one's pace, right? So mostly I put the slower dog
Mhm.
inside my bag because luckily, luckily she doesn't care for her walking.
Yeah, she's
Oh, she like
happy to be in the
walking,
bag.
but not stressed. But the
Mhm.
faster one, a faster dog, in my house when I see her, I can feel how stressed she is. She really wants to go outside.
Yeah, yeah,
So
she needs it.
I give more chance to her.
Hmm.
Um, Yesterday,
Hmm.
as usual, I walked my dog, the faster one.
Hmm.
And on our walk, one of my dog pooped. And so I had to clean up after her.
Right.
But my faster dog have a characteristic. I mean, my faster dog, whenever she sees a dog on
Mm.
her walk, she really barks loudly and heads for the dog. Bolt for the other bolt. Wow. Okay. So while I was cleaning up after her, I couldn't look around. But
Right.
another dog was
Hmm.
passing right beside me. So my dog suddenly pulled me
Hmm. Hmm.
and started barking. And I had to stop her, and I needed to clean up the poop.
Yeah.
So I panicked.
Hmm.
Anyways, they passed, and I dealt with everything
Hmm. Hmm.
and keep walking.
And kept walking.
Kept walking. But what I found is I noticed something red on her hair in front paw.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Also, they're um not small, as big red something
Spot.
red
Uh-huh.
spot. It was blood.
Oh.
So actually, I thought she while she bolt bolted.
When she bolted.
When she bolted, I thought
Hmm.
she lost her toenails or something, or
Oh, yeah,
stuck
yeah.
a piece of glass
Hmm.
stuck in her paw.
Hmm. Stuck in her paw. Yeah.
Um, but um, now that I checked her, how do I say?
Hmm.
After I checked her,
Hmm. Good.
good. Now that I checked her paw,
Hmm.
uh, it was not a big deal. Um, the tip of toenails broken.
Mm.
So, anyways, I couldn't walk her anymore.
Mm. Mhm.
So I changed the slower ones. I switch.
Switched them out.
I switched them out,
Mhm.
and the problem is, I had a Cambly class 12:15,
At 12.
and yeah, and I wasn't far from my house. I was
Uh-huh.
I was just in the apartment complex.
Mm.
If I walk, if I had walked alone, I could have gone to my house within
Mhm.
5 minutes.
Mhm. Mhm.
But the slower ones really slow. Enjoy the
Yeah, yeah.
smelling, and
Right.
even even when even when even when she didn't smell,
Mhm.
she walked really slow.
Mhm.
So I said to her, "Hurry up! I need I need to prepare my class."
Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got home 5 or 10 minutes ago before the Cambly class.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I hurried to turn on the computer. Actually, I was planning to prepare my class.
Mm.
Uh, because I didn't remember some expressions,
Mhm.
but I couldn't.
That's okay. It
Yeah.
happens. Did you want to practice some
Ah,
pronunciation today?
I'd like to
Yeah, yeah.
some part, because
Sure.
what I found is, when I listen and follow their pronunciation,
Mhm.
mm, first, when it comes to shirt, they mostly don't pronounce T sound.
Right. The
Like,
ending T sound.
wear a T-shirt that says, or um,
Mhm.
Hawaiian style Hawaiian style shirt with bananas, not shirt with Hawaiian style shirt with bananas on it,
Good. Yeah,
and
yeah, nice.
wearing that shirt, not wearing that shirt, wearing that
Yeah,
shirt.
wearing that shirt.
Oh,
Wearing that shirt.
why don't they pronounce the
We
it's
don't.
more natural?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
And yeah, if the T is at the end of a word, we often don't pronounce it.
Um, when it comes to fondly,
Hmm.
they say you will fondly remember, but when I listen to it
Hmm.
over and over again,
Hmm.
you will fondly remember.
Hmm. Fondly.
Oh, fondly, not
Hmm.
fondly,
That's right. It's the same.
right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
then do I have to? I don't need to pronounce the sound
Not always. Sometimes, yes.
sometimes. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
But you will notice that the D's and the T's here that you're pronouncing, that you're not pronouncing rather, are never at the beginning of the word.
I don't understand. Oh,
So if I say um, ta tax, for example, tax,
text.
I of course pronounce the T at the beginning of the word. But the examples you are giving me, the T is not at the beginning of the word.
Mm,
You said fondly, where the D is in the middle,
mm,
and you said shirt, where the T is at the end.
mm,
If I have a word that begins with T or D,
mm, mm.
then of course I'm going to pronounce the T or the D.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Now,
mm,
here's something though.
mm,
So you have, for example, or wear a T-shirt that says, right? A
Wait.
T-shirt that says.
Mhm.
That's just one example you gave.
Mhm.
You notice that the next word after T-shirt is that, right?
Mm.
That begins with a consonant.
Mm.
It does not begin with a verb. Or
Mm.
sorry, a vowel, not a
Oh,
verb,
no.
a vowel.
Mm. Mm.
But if you said something like, I'll put this in the chat,
Mm.
cut it,
Got it.
then you begin
Oh.
to hear a sound more pronounced, right? Because
Got
the
it.
next word begins with a vowel. So
Oh.
that affects the sound of the ending of cut, which when
Mm.
I say cut, you can see
Mm.
that I don't pronounce the T.
Mm.
But cut it,
Mm.
now you have a sound between ka and it.
Mm.
Cut it.
I think I've heard about that. It's
Yeah.
like soft T, right? So
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
T sounds like D or soft T. Look.
Yeah, the way to it's the reason one of the reasons it's hard to do to make this sound is that it's kind of, let me type this word. It feels kind of involuntary
Mm.
because it's just this kind of quick sound, right?
Yeah.
That just goes. Whereas when you pronounce d, it's there. But yeah, you have this softer sound that just kind of goes, right? And then
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
tourist traps. Tourist trap. Here.
Tourist trap.
2 page. Oh, when I hear it, not tourist traps, tourist traps, tourist traps, right?
You have 2 T's and they become
Yeah.
one.
So I always had to listen it again and again.
Yeah.
And I was doubt myself. Huh? And I have
Yeah.
one more.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
about the meaning. The yellow one, seasoned. Actually, as I know, to season means add some salt or spicy things, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But as I understand in this sentence, I
Mhm.
think to season means to warm the pan, right? No?
I don't think
No?
so, no.
What does it
And I
mean?
seasoned my frying pan with a little bit of coconut oil. It should just mean to add flavor with the coconut oil, I think.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like I said first,
Mm-hmm.
it means like salt, like adding salt or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, to flavor something.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
But season never has anything to do with heat. It doesn't, it has nothing to do with heating a physical
Oh.
thing. Feels like
Because
fire,
in
yeah.
Korea, when we buy some iron pan,
Mhm.
we say we have to seasoning them,
You do have to season the pan. Yeah,
season the
but
pan.
that's right. But is that to do with heat?
Hmm? We can use it right away. I mean, we have to prepare something. We have to heat the pan with some oil, and we have to tame it. I don't know. It makes sense.
I know what you mean.
Uh, um.
Um, well, I know yeah, you're right. 2 season a cast iron skillet, a pan.
Oh.
But
Same
that's like,
spelling.
yes, it's the same spelling, but that takes a long time.
Mm.
I mean, you have to spend an hour
Yeah.
like to season a pan. I don't
Mm.
think that's what he or she is doing
Ah.
just to have an omelet for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Okay.
It's a good
Okay.
point. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Sounds a bit too much.
Now I understand.